Good morning, people. This is Country Joe. I'm here outside in my orange groves. You know, looking around here, see this orange here. So I'm gonna go here checking it out, make sure everything is all right, make sure the oranges are going right and all that stuff. But I'm only kidding, folks. This is not mine. This is for the city. But today we're going to talk about, let's see, when I first get my business and why. It's Country Joe again. I'm picking up from where I left off, because this morning me and Bob went for a walk on the trail, and it's something we do all the time before she gets sick and went get the operation. So we're just trying to get back into the groove of things, so we can't go too far. So we went about I say a mile and a half one way, a mile and a half back, and she's doing pretty good. So I think maybe I give her the next maybe couple of weeks, we start to go the 6 miles that we usually do. We usually go 3 miles one way and 3 miles back. We do that like 3 times a week, and she missed that, but she getting strong, and so you're gonna get back into the groove of thing again. Okay, what I was talking about earlier was owning your own business. I always want to own my own business. It was my dream to own my own business. So when we all get laid off from the job, everybody get laid off because the job move out of state, and they lay off everybody, because the reason why they lay off everybody, they have a mother company in Atlanta, so they close this one down. They say they don't need nobody to go with them. My job that I was doing, the printing, they will contract that out. It's cheaper for them to do that than have 5 people doing it. So paying 5 people that salary. So which is, in a sense, it's true when it comes to business if they could do that. So that's what they did. So I decided, you know what, I always want to try my own business, do my own business. So at that time I have a machine I was working on. I almost finish it up, and we get into business. And at that time I don't even have a customer. I know people in the industry at the time that we used to do jobs and stuff for. So they promised me, well, if you start your own business, I give you a little job and stuff like that. So I opened the business the first week, I don't get nothing. And then this company that we used to buy bottle from called me up and said, well, I got a little job for you from this customer. I can't do it right now, but if you could help me out, I give you the job. And that's the way I get started. He gave me the first job, and we got to do everything ourselves. We got to do sales. We got to do everything. Got to learn everything, and it was scary. Trust me, it was scary, because what gonna happen now? You know, being the man of the family and the provider. Hey, what's gonna happen now when I get laid off? But you just can't stay there and don't do nothing. So that's what. So we started business, and gradually started picking up, started to do good. And and the next reason why I think I'm going ahead of myself anyway. Why I started printing, because that's the only thing I know. Always start a business with something that you know. You know, if you got a lot of money and you could buy a business, and you got people working for you at the time, then it's okay. As time goes by, you can learn the business. But I mean, if you don't have nothing like me at the time, I mean, I still don't have nothing. Let's put it this way. You got to do something that you know. You know, so. And it's all about, every business is about sales. I don't care what the business is, it's about selling. I mean, like I used to be working for the man, it's all about selling the food, chemicals and stuff like that, and they were losing money in the business, so they got to close it down. They got to end. See, so all we used to do, we don't worry about what they go through. All you know, at the end of the week, you got a paycheck coming. So folks, when you're doing your own business, it's different ball game, trust me. You got to learn a lot of things that you never know. But me and Bobs, we hang in there, and as time go by, we learn what it's all about, and it was doing good. And like any business, you got your bad times, you got your good times. What we call, you got your, I forgot how we used to call it, but the time when you make a lot of money and the time when you don't make a lot of money. I forgot how we used to call it in business, honestly. But I don't worry about that right now. So that's what I'm saying. You got your good times and you got your bad times. So it was going good, and as I say, the recession hit and the business started to do bad. And I mean, I'd say we've been going good for a good 10 years, honestly. 10 years or so out the 15 years of doing the business, we was doing good. We're doing all right. We're able to take vacation, we're able to buy what you want, we're able to lease 2 brand new vehicles at the time. And we leased it for 3 years, and 3 or 4, I think it was 4 years the first one. And when you look at it, it's stupid to lease a vehicle, because by the time the 3 years is up or the 4 years is up, you spend at least $12,000 to $15,000 in that vehicle. And if you want to buy it, you got to refinance it, and it almost costs it like a good $20,000 more. That's a waste of time. But let's not get off what I was saying. I try and go by the business. Like I would say that after 13 years, and the recession and stuff like that, and some of my customers, they moved to China because they said they get it cheaper there, and so I lost a lot of business there. I still got enough customers to get me through. In that case, I lost about, for the year, I lost about $45,000 right there for the year. But I still got this company I was working for. He was good for another like $50,000 for the year, and a little small company. So I was still doing like $85,000. But before that, when everything was going, I was making like $130,000, $140,000 a year. And then you see also in this drop right there, and then well, it was still doing good, and then it kept worse and worse, and I lose a lot of small customers because they went out of business too. They couldn't keep on doing their product and stuff. So in that case, I only got left with the one big customer and a small little one. So that we're still doing a $50,000 to $60,000 a year, which somebody, we got people that making a regular job, but like anything, it's business. So as the business keep on doing bad, I take money out my house. That was a stupid move to make. So I take money out my house to try to bail the business out. That never worked. Because if I never do that, I would only got maybe 10 more years to pay for my house. But now I got like 20 more years to pay for my house. So at least I still got a place to live. So don't worry about it. That's the past. So you just have to worry about the future now. So folks, never knowing that when you have your own business, you got to work twice as hard as you're working for the man. But what I like about owning my own business is it's not that you have time for yourself. It's that you could take off the time and you can make it up later on. If you want something emergency popped up and you got to go somewhere and do something, you could just go. You don't have to worry about telling the boss, I got to do this. Can you give me tomorrow off? Can you do this? Blah, blah, blah. You know, it's really nice to be your old boss. And I wouldn't trade it for the world, honestly. That's why I can always looking out for a business for me to do. Always. If I even working for somebody, I don't want to stay there. I got to do something I got to do a business for myself. And business is all about selling. I don't care what kind of business you have, it's all about sales. So if you could learn sales, you could have your own business. And the best to me right now at this day and time is the best business to have is a internet business, like a sale internet business. If you could know how to sell on the internet, sell other people products and stuff like that, without hopping in a warehouse and stuff, you could do great. And it's something that I'm looking at right now. As time go by, I gotta learn it, but eventually, that's what I want to get into, and start to know about how to do business off the internet, like sales, and sell all kind of different products for different companies, and you get that revision coming in from them and stuff like that. That's what you want. I don't want to be bogged down in no warehouse or no job for nobody for the rest of my life, which is maybe another 5 years working for somebody. Another 6 years, because now it's what, 67 when you retire? So another 6 years. I'm not going to do that. Maybe a year or 2 years, maybe I have to do it. That's okay. But to do it 20,000, I don't want to do it. My thing is to have enough money, I could travel a little bit, have a nice time for the rest of the year that the good Lord grant me. So that's what my thing is all about. Let's forget about all this stuff. I was supposed to tell you guys about when I used to pick Bobs up from school. I know you guys want to hear that. Well, let's do it this way. At the time, I used to tell my boss, because she get off at school, I think what, 4:45, something like that in the evening, and I get up at 5 o'clock. Now I always tell the boss, I gotta go, blah blah blah. Can I make it up? I mean, we used to get along because it was only a little bit of us at the time, like 4 of us was working there. He was all right. In the evening time, we used to, when you finish work, we used to relax and drink a beer. And he used to like to drink, and he's all right. So he's all right to go. Go ahead, go ahead. It's almost 5, so just go. So I will pick Bob's up, take her home when I can. And one day we were coming and we were having big conversation, folks, and we were talking about this and about that, and when we get together, what we're gonna do. You know, we was talking about life. We was talking about life. And then I would say like half a mile before we reach to her house, I see just slide underneath the dashboard, like she take the seatbelt off, and she slid underneath the dashboard, and she was trembling like that. You know, I get scared. I said, "What? What wrong?" I said, "You having a seizure?" I said, "What wrong?" So I swerve over at the side of the curb to stop, and I almost hit this car. And wow, I almost get caught in an accident. I said, "Baba, what wrong? What wrong?" I'm close to home, and my dad always pass here at this time and might see me. I said, "That's a problem." Yeah, and she started shaking because I told him, "I'm not seeing you no more." And she's shaking. I tell her, "Girl, don't worry about it. If he see you, then pack your crap and let's come home with me." No, you can't do that. You know, I can't do that. I said, okay. And I think you'll get up from there and let's go. And she stayed underneath that dashboard, folks. And she's in trim and teach. So I gotta go on the back street and drop her off on one of the back street. I can't drop her in front of the house now because she don't want to get seen. Because the daddy, mama go upside her head. So that's what the problem was, bro. That's why now they call her Dashboard Girl. Man, she almost got me in an accident. You know, almost got me in an accident. I mean, when I swerved in front of that car, the car went down and all kind of brakes. You hear all kind of brakes whistling. Wow. I can't tell you, I thought something was wrong. I thought she was having a seizure or something. But no, she was scared for her dad to see her because she already told her parents. I'm not seeing that older man no more because they call me older man. That older man. I'm not seeing that older man no more. And all this time she was seeing the older man. Folks, I'll leave you guys with that. Until tomorrow. Bye-bye.